Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And today we have a special guest, Cemetery Girl. Go subscribe to her channel. Say hello.
Hello. Hello. Um, yeah.
And today we're going to be talking about our first driving experiences. So I think we should let our special guest go first.
Oh, wow, okay. Cool, okay. So, basically, today was my first day that I got to drive a car.
That's why we're letting you go first.
yeah, so it's like fresh content for you guys, I guess. So, I've never, sat in the driver's seat at all. I don't know how to turn on a car. No, I'm kidding. I know now. So, what's it called? So, the instructor pulls up, and there's a student in the car already. So the student just gets down and he goes to the back seat, and then I have to sit in the seat and pull up, pull away from the driveway and start driving. And the first thing I do is that oh my god, wasn't smart of me, but I've hit the brakes really hard, and I hit the trash can.
Oh no.
um, Yeah, I hit the trash can. Just very lightly though, because the instructor quickly took over and was like, "Okay, so you really don't know anything." I was like, "No, I don't."
Is it one of those cars where the instructor has the brake pedal on their side?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit,
he
that's
had it
pretty
on his
cool.
side.
All right,
I
that's
wouldn't
fair.
be no, I wouldn't be alive if he didn't. I would have ended up so bad. So thank God for that. And so he taught me the basics. He's like, "Okay, what's the first thing you need to do?" And I was like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Okay, just drive straight." So I do that. You know, my hands are shaky, and he's like, "Just stay to your lane." I'm like, "I'm trying." And then I put too much gas, and we kind of went really fast for a little street for a bit. And I could tell that he was stressing, and I felt bad for the student behind us because he was gripping onto the to his seat. It was bad. Yeah, poor guy was gonna I don't know. He looks like he's 17, I guess. So he
Hmm.
looked young, and I felt bad for him because he got stuck with me. So we kept driving, and then he takes me to the busiest street ever, and I had to
Oh, that's
learn
great.
how to merge into the traffic. And then we're at a red light, and he's like, "Okay, so you're just gonna merge into the freeway." That's it. That's all he told me. He's just like, "Turn right here, merge into the freeway." Nothing. He explained nothing else but that. And I was like, "Oh shit."
And you obviously don't know what that means.
I
Because you're
don't,
like,
for
what,
real.
what, what does that mean? Especially when you're a first time thing, but when you want to
Yeah.
merge, you gotta look over your shoulder. Make sure no one's on the right or the left of you. You were going on the right side, right?
Yeah, right side.
Yeah, just make sure to look over on the right, turn your blinker on for the right, and then boom. Just carefully make your way to the right side.
I couldn't even hesitate on turning right because there was a car behind me, so I had to hurry up and merge. And so I did. I merged into the freeway. It wasn't so bad because it was kind of empty, so I got really lucky. And I basically drove most of those 2 hours on the freeway because we had to take the student back home. Then I
That's
had to
fair.
drive back. Then we had to go pick up the other student, which required more freeway. And yeah, it was terrible because I got stuck between two big trucks, and yeah, I don't I don't have a good history with trucks because Mm, let's just say someone almost got like crushed between two of them too. So like that was engraved in my head.
That's
Yeah,
disturbing.
it was. And he kept telling me to like keep like accelerating my speed because I was going too slow on the freeway. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say because the rest is not good because I almost hit the curb twice. I almost ran into a trash can twice. Yeah, it was fun, but my body was too tensed up, so I ended up really tired after those 2 hours. That was it.
How would you
At
rate
least
your
I didn't run anyone over.
experience?
Yeah, I
No,
guess
that's
that's
true.
all I want to say because I don't know unless you want me to um tell you
You
how
know
I
what's
almost
crazy?
cried. Why?
You've. I haven't even been on the freeway.
You have.
No,
Oh,
I
it's
have
not
not.
fun.
So you know
Going
what? You're
fast
already
is
one step
fun.
ahead of me.
I guess so, but no U-turns. Because I almost ran into the post light, like really bad. 'Cause he kept
Oof.
telling me, put the brake, and I kept putting on gas. Oh my god.
I know the stress of that. Genuinely, it's
He's
terrifying.
like, he's like, turn here. And I kept putting gas. He's like, no, put the brake, put the brake. He's like, Mija, turn on the bike. And I froze. And he's like, okay, let me take over. And I was like, okay, take it over, take over. We're done. That was it. That was it.
How'd
That's
you
all.
how'd you rate it out of 10?
A solid 7, only because I told him that I had no experience like driving at all, and he
Mm-hmm.
still threw me on the freeway. He
Yeah,
lied. He lied to me. He said he wasn't gonna do it. He still did it.
and then he got you by surprise, for real.
For
But you
real?
survived. You
I
survived. Good job.
guess I survived without running anyone over or crashing. Except the trash can. That doesn't count.
Let me see. All right. Let me think of my first time. Oh, or did you want to add anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
Other
Let
than
me think. Oh, sorry.
no, no, it's fine. Go on.
Okay. Let me think of my first time. I think it. Okay. It was like back November 2021. It was the day I got my permit. Um, we went just driving around the our little street, and then we did a cul-de-sac. That was kind of stressful learning the first time because you gotta really like hold your turn and not apply much gas and all that
Yeah.
junk. And it was pretty interesting. Like, obviously I had mess ups. I wasn't a fucking expert,
Oh no.
but it was fun. And when you mentioned hitting someone, not hitting someone, I almost did one time.
You almost hit
Kinda,
someone. Whoa.
kinda. They were jaywalking
Oh.
and they ran out into the street, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" But I made sure to stop and tell them. But yeah, it was pretty scary. That was like last year though.
Last year. What about your
Yeah,
most
though.
recent?
My most recent was last year.
Okay. um. Never mind. Um.
Any other
Okay.
questions?
Yeah. So when they first like taught you, did they explain things to you like how to like
Yes.
turn the car and like how much to step on it or not?
How much to step on? No. But how to start it? Yes.
Okay. The
Um,
car.
I did brake hard, like a lot, because I didn't know, like, slowing down
Yeah, slowing
was a
down.
thing. I'm like, huh, I never thought about that until, like, they
Exactly.
started to explain. I'm like, man, that makes so much more sense.
Exactly. Like the driver instructor, he's like, okay, step on it, easy, easy. And I was like,
You
fast?
gotta
He's like, no, not
fast.
fast.
You gotta slowly put your foot on
Slowly.
the
Yeah,
gas.
I guess. I was that was like my concern when I started driving that day, like this morning. Sorry, that day.
Mm-hmm.
That I was gonna like I don't know, that I was just gonna like step on it too hard and I was just gonna like I don't know, lose control. Like I genuinely thought I was gonna crash into a tree or something. Like I had it envisioned already. Like I was mentally prepared for that scenario.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah,
And then I did hit the curb one time.
you
It was
did.
bad. Yeah,
Were
it
you
was
doing
like on
like
a
a
turn.
turn? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was a
Yeah.
turn, and then it was like a boom. That's a bad example, but
Like
or like a, I don't know. I can't do an example right now. I can't
it's
find a good
okay.
example.
Okay, so it's
But like,
alright.
it's kind of like a scraping sound in a way. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Another question.
What's up?
How would you rate your performance on staying in your line?
Oh
Your
fuck.
lane. Your lane. Like how
Um, it was pretty bad at first, but I'm starting to get well, I was getting the hang of it, but it's been a while.
it's in a
So I think decent. Like it takes
decent
a while.
okay. Yeah, it does. Like did you focus on so the lane, right? Did you focus on the
Yes,
line
it was very
on your
tunnel
right or
visioned.
your left? Which one did you focus on the most?
The one on my left, because usually, well, I had to focus on both, but I focused on the left mainly because other cars were coming opposite from me, obviously.
Mm, yeah.
So and so obviously I'm like, ooh, I gotta focus on there, but then I'm like, oh wait, there's parked cars on the right side of me too,
Yes.
or like
Yeah.
there would be cars on the right side of me as
Yeah.
well. So there was that. Um, let's see what else. I remember driving to the store one time, and that was my first time. Well, I think second time driving in like the longest while after November
Mm-hmm.
2021, and I was like scared shitless. And when I was turning in, I almost hit this car. Like it would have been the smallest hit ever. Like it would have been like a love tap to the car, but like still that shit is scary.
A little besito. That's what we call it. Like, give a little kiss to the car.
Yes, just like that, but still. I was like, Jesus fuck, man, this shit is scary.
Oh, how is your parking then if you've like gone to the store?
Oh, it was bad at first. That was like the first time learning how to park. Kinda. I
Kinda?
am decent with turning into my driveway. Well, not my
Okay.
driveway, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
Into the driveway. I'm decent with that. I was learning how to parallel park one time. I was okay at that,
Okay,
but
damn.
I don't think I'm like the best parker in the world.
But for like
Oh,
your experience. Oh, do you
actually,
tell?
I did reverse when I was hanging out with my friends at that ramen place.
Mm-hmm.
I they did trust me enough to reverse out of the parking way. I was
No
like,
way.
okay, and I did pretty good with it. It took
Insane
a while,
amount
but I
of
did go with
trust.
it.
That's so cool though. Okay, so we went over parking.
Mm-hmm.
What about checking your like your mirror in your
Oh
blind spot?
fuck,
Like how
man,
often do you check?
shit.
Or do you
So
just
I
concentrate
was
like
terrible.
forward?
I was very tunnel visioned. Like I would just focus what's in front of me, not on the side of me or behind me
Damn.
when I should have. But I got better with it over time.
Mm-hmm.
obviously. And when I went driving with my buddy Dylan, he's on the podcast, the Random Roundup podcast. Go listen to it. Link in the description. But when he took me out to drive, he was like, "Oh, make sure to always check your blind spots. That's what they're looking for." And then I had a habit of it, of just checking no matter what, because they're looking for that. And yeah, I have a habit of it now. What about you? What about you?
I was constantly checking my rear mirror and like the side mirrors, but my blind spot. If I were to look at my blind spot, I would like lose track about where my hands are on the steering wheel, and I would start going sideways. And the instructor did not like that.
Oh
He's
no,
like, "What are you
it's
doing?"
like confusing at first.
Yeah, he's like, "What are
And
you doing? We're gonna crash into the wall." And I was like, "Oh shit, my bad."
you only take like a glance. Like you
I
only
know,
look once.
but for
But
some
like I
reason, I
didn't
couldn't
understand that at
multitask.
first.
Exactly. Like, oh my god, this I might sound really dumb right now, but I thought that your blind spot was dead ass like the back of the of your like the back window. So you know how you use the rear mirror to check the
Hey,
back? I wouldn't use it. I thought that was for something else. So I thought the blind spot was something else too, and he took a second to like process what I told him, and he then explained it. He's like, "No, blind spots are those back windows, not the really back one. Just, you know." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
yeah.
But
It
yeah,
took a while to learn
it took a
that.
while. He's like, "Didn't you know this?" I was like, no."
No. How would I know this? How dare you assume I know this stuff?
He says it's in the book, so
The book doesn't
read
tell
the
me
book.
shit. I didn't read the damn book. I just
You
took the
didn't
free
read the
DMV
book.
test.
No,
I
I
just
I read the book because I don't know. I just had to read the book, and then I
nah,
used like
cause
the test that you sent me.
mm-hmm. It's cause back in like July of 2021, so this was like 2 years ago.
Mm.
Uh, my parents gave me like a digital driver ed book thing. It was 400 pages.
Damn.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I read a bit of it, and I was like, God damn, this shit is
It's
tiring.
long.
It's
It's
boring.
long and tiring.
And then I found out, like, there's, like, free DMV tests. I was like, alright, bet. I'm gonna take him. And then so I did, and yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. You didn't read the book. Okay.
No, well,
I had to read it.
I read a bit of it. I read a bit
How
of
many
it.
pages?
I
Two.
don't know, like 10.
10. Okay, that's
You
more
get
than
the
I
10?
expected.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry. I
No,
thought you
it's
read
alright.
like at most. I don't know.
I read like
I'm
one
sorry.
word. Man, this shit's boring.
Exactly. I'm kidding. I was gonna ask you what's like the fastest you've driven while going on a practice drive, but
Ooh,
you've only driven on
I
the
could tell
street,
you.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
do
could tell
tell.
you. So on the DMV practice, when I went to do the what is it called, the driving exam thing?
Yeah,
I
the
forgot
driving
what.
portion.
I the damn dogs. Sorry about that.
It's
We
okay.
cannot edit that out, so we're gonna leave it in.
Yeah, we'll just leave it in. Okay.
So with that, you know how you're supposed to go like 25 on like a small road, like a small street. Oh. Anyways, when you go to, it's usually 25 on a small street. I was going 35, and I was like, and the lady was like, watch your speed, mister. Or she said something like that. She wasn't too happy about me speeding up. And that was like my second try with the driver's thing. And I failed it. First time I failed was I was turning out of the DMV parking lot, and there's three ways you can go. There's right, middle, and left. I was going on the right direction, and there's no bike lane, by the way. Like, there's, unless there used to be a bike lane there and they got rid of it for some reason.
That could be the thing. I don't know.
But uh, when I was supposed to turn on the right lane, and I did, and he was like, "Well, we went back." I was like, "Oh damn, that was really short. I bet I passed." And he's like, "You failed. You failed because you didn't look in your blind spot for bikers." I'm like, "Hang on a sec. Hang on a
Hold
second. There was no bike lane." My parents were even confused. They were like, "There was no bike lane there." So I
Yes, he wanted
failed.
you to imagine it.
I know, but my dumbass didn't know. My simple mind didn't know. So we were so confused on like, where's the bike lane at? Like, was there a previous one there? Or like, what's going on here? And yeah, so that's the first time I failed.
Damn.
But that wasn't part of the question. I was just improvising because you.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So, talking about how fast you went on the freeway, right again, because we love the freeways.
Never been on. Yeah.
You got it though. Like I don't. Well, it's not mandatory, right? But it'd be nice if you learned.
Yeah, I know.
I guess I didn't really have an option. I wanted to avoid it.
No,
But
I know. I just wasn't ready at the time. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I had some experience, but I wasn't.
No, that's understandable because it's
Comfortable.
crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy.
And then, like, you gotta keep a maintained speed of like 50, 60 maybe.
Oh, I think it's 60 from what I heard.
60. Yeah,
For me,
somewhere
he
around there.
explained it that I had to keep up with the flow of traffic. So, to keep up with them as fast as they go, just so there's not like a gap for other cars to come in because cars like to just change lanes without, any notice.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's this like part when I was driving the freeway where he was like, it's like, okay, start speeding up. And I was like, no. That car behind me is going
No.
slow. And he's like, no, but that car in front of you is going way too fast. So you gotta keep up with that guy.
That's
So I
true.
was going at 60, right? Then it went to 65, 75, and that's like the fastest I went, almost 80.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Did it feel fast?
it for me the first time, I guess 60 felt really fast. 80 I felt like I was racing with almost 80, but that wasn't the fact. I was just going along with the rest of the cars.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know.
Almost
You don't really
80.
notice these things.
No, just
Like,
not.
I mean, like I said, I went 35 in a 25 zone, which is really bad.
That is terrible.
Good thing there was no cars behind
You
me
were
or in
lucky.
front of me.
Yeah, you were really, really lucky.
Because.
Oh, he also took me to a roundabout.
Oh, a cul-de-sac thing?
Yeah. I call it
Wait,
the
a roundabout?
Yeah, roundabout.
Like the whole circle?
The whole circle.
Okay, never mind. Okay, not a cul-de-sac. My bad.
It's okay, don't worry. Yeah, the roundabout. He's like, okay, there are no cars. That means you're like the head of how this circle goes. So he's like, okay, slowly start turning turn, get out. And then he, without hesitation, he just said, get out of the circle. And I was like, shit, how? He's like, just turn the wheel. And that's when I almost
Just
hit the
turn the wheel.
curb. Just turn the wheel. It's so simple,
Yeah,
right?
totally. No, I don't. I kind of have an idea of how they work, but it's kind of confusing at the same time.
Yeah.
The only roundabout that like
Mhm.
um I vaguely like remember. This isn't when I was driving, by the way, but like I
Okay.
just remember it on the drive to Arizona, going to my
Oh.
uncle's house.
Mhm.
Um, there were like three, and they were all like pretty close to each other, so
Oh,
I
that's
remember those.
no.
So like I don't think I'm gonna have to deal with that because he moved, and that was like years ago. So I
Oh,
don't think I'm
okay.
gonna have to worry about that.
You're good then. I hope. Unless you
But
move to one where like there's four.
yeah,
I'm
where
kidding.
there's like
I'm
four,
joking.
that would be
Yeah,
terrible.
I'm
Yeah.
joking. But yeah, he's just like, turn your wheel. And then he kept saying, and he's like, you're a natural. And then he hesitates. He's like,
Oh,
no. He's
unnatural.
like, no. He's like, you're a natural. And then he hesitates. He's like, almost a natural. And I was like, which one is it? Come on. I almost hit the curb twice. Come on.
Almost natural.
Almost a natural. And I was like, okay, I'll take it.
It
He's
takes
like,
time
yeah, it does. I got what, two more classes left? And then,
to.
yeah, just three classes of 2 hours.
Shit, I'm gonna be so goddamn nervous if when I pay for that,
I
um,
know.
they're gonna be like, all right, get your ass on the freeway. I'll be like, fuck. They're like, shit,
Yeah.
this is either where I die or where I survive.
You'll be fine. You have experience, so you'll be fine.
You're
Yeah,
right. That's
if
true.
someone with no experience, me, survived, you'll be okay. I'm more of a.
I just I just had to try to be calm with it. Like
Yeah,
that's how I fucked up my second attempt at the DMV.
do
I
tell.
was nervous. I was nervous. That's why I was going faster than usual. And I was making a lot of mess ups, and that's how I failed my second time. Like, when you're nervous, it's bad.
Yeah, he told me that. He's like, you're nervous. Look how much you're speeding. And I was like, oh, okay.
At least he pointed it out so that you know
Yeah.
where.
I had that poor guy stressed. He's like, I have a family to go back to. You know that, right? I was like, okay. He dead ass told me that. He's like, I have a family to go back to protect and to feed. And I was like, all right, no promises though. He just looked at me like, what?
You know what? At least you're
Like,
honest about it. I
exactly.
respect that.
Yeah, drove that kid home, and then he's like, okay, now there's one less person in danger. It's like, okay, I see. I see how it is.
Was he
Don't.
chill?
Yeah, the guy was really chill, and he was like, he constantly had his hand like ready to take over the wheel in case I kept trying to like get out of my lane,
Yeah.
because I couldn't have steady hands at all, like the whole drive. Well, no, not the whole drive, but like sometimes. Especially with the trucks in the freeway, I got intimidated by them. And when I saw a truck like try to merge in with us, I kind of like slowed down and tried to like pull away. And he told me, "What are you doing? Keep driving."
I mean, shit like that is scary for a first time driver.
They're huge, freaking huge and intimidating. Like, how can I not want to like run away from them?
They
Just
are,
like
especially because
pull
they
on.
can't really see you.
Exactly. And he's like, you should trust the trucks. They're like the safest drivers ever. And I was like,
Probably.
no,
I don't know.
no, I don't trust them. I feel bad for not trusting them, but I don't.
More power to you. But
Yeah.
do you have any other questions?
Let's see. Um, did you drive at night?
I have never actually. No, wait, yes, I have.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were on call with Ivan.
Right. I remember.
We were driving in the parking lot. I was just driving around
Yeah.
in an 8 motion.
Yeah.
That was like my first time driving in a long ass time, I remember. And it made
I
me
was
feel
like, oh,
confident.
yeah, because it's at night. So it's
Exactly.
not
Well, I
bad.
don't know. Nighttime seems kind of scary because you can't really see much.
Pedestrians gonna run over a little
Pedestrians.
sack of meat. Let's
Do
see.
you
What else? What else can I ask? Mm, hold on.
take
Let
your
me
time?
think. Take your time. I don't know about that.
It's all good. We're at like that 31-minute mark.
No way. Okay.
Yeah, we're.
So let's see. If you were like to be thrown onto the freeway, would you know like what to do? Like, do you think you're prepared? Like, if you're just like thrown out there.
Honestly, not entirely. Like, I have an idea of
Mm,
like how things work. I've watched sorry, excuse me. I watched my
sorry.
friends like drive on the freeway and like see what they do
Oh,
and just look at my
yeah.
surroundings. So like I guess I have an idea, but I wouldn't be 100% confident.
You should be more confident than that.
Yeah, I know. It just is scary.
Oh
And
yeah, it is.
the only time I would ever really go on the freeway um is to go to that ramen place
Oh my
or go to my
god.
cousin's house.
That's fair. Those are very good valid reasons.
Yeah, other than that, like I'm chilling here. I could just take the streets if I
Stick to
wanted to.
yeah.
I
Like
mean,
what
like
my mom
I literally have to go on the freeway if I wanted to go to my cousin's house because he lives all the way in. Um, I don't know exactly, but he's pretty far.
far. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
well, not
One
far,
more.
but it's like a 20-minute drive.
Oh,
So,
that's not bad.
but sorry, you continue.
I just said it's not that bad. A 20-minute drive is not that bad.
You're right. It's not.
Oh, wait. After driving, do you like feel tired?
um, I wouldn't
Or
because
like did you ever feel tired? I
mm,
guess, so to speak.
maybe like a few times I felt tired because well, I don't know. I just felt tired.
You just feel tired? Okay. Okay,
But
just wanted
most
to
of the time,
ask.
we would go like pretty early in the morning, so I would have to like drink some G Fuel to keep me up or coffee.
Do you feel should
So like,
sponsor us?
and they should, but
For
I'm
real?
already sponsored.
Why? You're sponsored? I'm kidding. I've known this.
But yeah, I would drink like G Fuel to keep my ass up, and then like it would kick in like halfway through, so then I wouldn't really be tired after.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know. That's just a tip. Like, just drink some G Fuel before you go.
Okay. Good to know. I'll take that into consideration next time. Cause I didn't. I just ate like I ate a banana and I called it a day and just like head off. I just headed off.
That's fair. This
Oh,
kind of reminds me. Now speaking about it,
do tell.
um, I remember driving during like rush hour. Like,
Oh
wait,
no.
No, wait, no. When like kids
No?
got out of school,
That's the
like
worst.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, around that
Yeah.
time. I was like, man, I'm kind of hungry,
Oh
and I was
no.
like, Mom, can we get some Wingstop? She's like, yeah, but you gotta drive us there. I'm like, fuck. And it was like 2 o'clock, so it was fucking busy. Like
No.
people were everywhere, left and right. I was like, holy shit, this is stressful. And I missed the turn.
You
I
missed the
missed the
turn.
turn. I
No.
missed the turn, and then I had to make an illegal turn on a double
Oh.
yellow road.
Oh
No,
no.
a double yellow line, just to get into the parking way. And then I had to
That's
wait
crazy.
for this old lady to uh, get out of the Wingstop parking space, so I could park there. I was pretty good at the parking right there. But it took so long for her to get, well, it felt like it took so long for her to get out. Because I'm
Hmm.
over here looking left and right like, oh man, where's the car gonna be coming from? So I was on edge, but I survived. I survived.
How was the meal after you went through
Hmm?
that? Was it
What's up?
like, was your meal rewarding after that?
I don't know really.
You don't
I was just
remember.
kind of happy that I
You survived.
yeah, that I had
No dead
experience
bodies.
during that time.
Yeah. Little kids can be like crazy. So around where I live, right, the school,
Hmm.
um, recently we had to get a crossing guard because there were some very close calls with kids getting ran over by other crazy drivers,
Yeah,
including myself. Some old lady
yeah.
almost ran me over, and then she just like
Oh
started
my!
yelling from the inside
I
of her car.
remember.
Like if it was my fault. Like, no, lady, it was my turn. But
The
okay.
crazy old lady.
Crazy old lady with her big sunglasses. I don't know if I told you that, but she had really big sunglasses. She was just like, I don't know, mouthing some bad sentences, and I was just like watching her. I didn't care. I stared back at her. Just,
That's
let
fair.
her know that, she could have ran me over. At least I wasn't with my younger sibling, so, if it was just me, then I wouldn't really care much. But if I was with her, then
No,
I
I
would have
get
been a bit
that.
more
I'd be
scared.
like, you stupid asshole.
Oh, I would have kicked her car. I would have gone up to her face and yelled at
Oh,
her. I don't care.
oh,
I've
yeah.
done it once. I've done it once,
Oh,
okay? So,
oh
yeah.
shit.
But that is different, though. They deserved it. They were cutting in line. Who does that?
You know what? That's fair. I was gonna
How cause?
bring up another thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, what
Do you
was it?
think? Do you think you feel comfortable with driving with music on?
No. No. I can't do
I
that to
kind of
you.
want to try it.
Uh, you probably would shit your pants if you saw how I, like, come up close to making a stop. I don't brake hard, but I brake too early. Like, I don't brake right up to the line.
Oh, felt?
Yeah, and maybe if we were on the freeway, then I'd feel comfortable with you being there because that's where I have more experience on. But if it was the streets, then I'd say no because you would feel like I'm hitting too close to the parked cars,
No,
but I'm
no, no.
not.
I feel that you would probably feel the same.
Really?
Yeah,
How
I
comfortable
don't know.
would you?
I trust you.
How safe do you think my driving is from what you've
I
heard?
I think you're a pro.
I'm
No,
such a
I'm just kidding.
pro.
I
No.
think you're doing pretty good so far with like only 2 hours of experience.
Yeah, just two. That's crazy. It didn't feel like two. It felt like an hour. But he told me, no, it's 2 hours. Don't worry. I'm not scamming you. And I was like, all right. Alright. Yeah, so I had experience going into a driveway, dropping off a kid, pulling out of the driveway, which was insane because, like, it was like, how do you say it? Um, I don't know how the term
Pulling out
for
of a
it.
driveway. It's kind of like
Yeah,
scary.
like, no, like, that part was okay, but I meant, like, the streets felt really, like, close together. Like,
They do.
the street was small. The street
Everything
was small.
feels. Oh, especially if. Were you in a big car?
No, I was in a tiny car.
Oh, a tiny car. Yeah. Tiny cars, like, you feel like you have a little more breathing room. But, like, with
Mm-hmm.
big cars, it's kind of
Oh,
stressful.
exactly. Yeah. No, the instructor pulled up in a tiny car and said, alright, cool. Alright, cool. We're good then. And
Yeah.
the weird thing about it is that his car, like, the gas is not sensitive. Like, I can put a little bit of weight to it and I won't go
Mm-hmm.
as fast.
Oh,
Which, I
that's
don't
good.
know. It's the only car I've driven, so I can't really say if other cars are different. But I will in the future. I'll be able to tell. Just not now.
I've only driven 3, so it's we.
It,
I have the most experience with a tiny little electric car.
mm-hmm.
Um, the old Honda we have, that's like a bigger car, which makes me feel more protected than the little small one.
Uh-huh.
Um, but the bigger it is, like the less breathing room you have.
Exactly.
And then there's Ivan's truck, which was fun driving, actually.
Oh, really? I want to drive the big truck that we have.
You feel like, well, definitely in the back, you would feel safe because like it's extended out more, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Um, let's see. I wanted to ask you something, but I kind of forgot. Oh, okay. So, you know how when it comes to, like, I forgot. Oh no, I forgot. Oh damn.
Please stand by.
Oh, oh no.
Okay,
Okay.
here,
I
let me think of a
remembered.
small. Oh, never mind.
I
All right.
remembered. I remembered. So you know how it when you're driving, they're like, oh, 200 feet, 300 feet. How do you measure that? Do you know, or is it just a
I have no
feeling
idea still.
of estimate? God damn. Okay. Never mind. Scratch it off. Just looking for
Yeah, sorry.
answers.
Sorry, I have
It's like,
no idea still.
yeah, because he's like, okay, 300 feet, and I was like, huh.
Like, how do you measure that?
He said that it's just like a feeling. Like, you just gotta eyeball it, apparently.
I don't know. Maybe with more driving experience, like you get it over time.
No, I asked my mom. She said that she doesn't know either.
Oh, never mind.
Asked my dad. He said it's just an eyeball thing.
Mm.
Uh, brother-in-law said the same thing. So, what's I don't know. Does someone actually know? Or just gonna tell
Who
me it's an
knows?
eyeball thing. Who
Mm,
knows?
I guess it's an eyeball thing.
Guess so.
Do
Oh,
you
out
have
of your
any?
friends. Yeah, out of your friends, who drives the safest, or who do you feel more comfortable
Oh,
with driving?
probably Daniel. Fucking Ivan, I swear to God. His ass drives so fast. I remember back in like December. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? We were going to like this. I forgot what the pizza place is. Polly's or some shit in downtown
Mm-hmm.
Upland. Um, we were gonna go there, but he was late to cause he agreed to pick me up, and we were going late, and his ass was speeding so fast. I was like, oh my fuck, I'm gonna fucking die here. And
That's
then there was a car in front of us, and he crossed the double yellow line just to pass them.
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah, that shit was scary. I was like, damn, I'm gonna fucking die here.
I would have
I'm gonna.
like jumped out.
I would have jumped out. There was like dirt right next. There was like a dirt pathway on the side of us.
Never mind, don't do that.
So like rocks and all that shit. Blood is gonna be everywhere.
Gross. Reminds me of that nightmare. No. Shoot. Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
I'd say Daniel drive or my buddy
Yeah.
Joseph.
Nice.
I would ask him to help teach me to get more experience, but I don't know if he trusts me enough.
Let's just hope he does. You know, you never know. Yeah, but yeah, Daniel doesn't drive that bad. Like when we went to celebrate your birthday and
Oh
he drove us
yeah,
back home, it wasn't that bad. It was nice. It was really
it's pretty
smooth and
smooth.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
he's pretty
smooth.
good. He's good with it.
Yeah,
Shout out
very
to
good.
him.
Yeah, shout out to Daniel, best
Shout out to
driver.
Daniel. Daniel, if you comment on this video, I'll pin you.
Oh no.
With the hashtag best driver. I don't know.
There's nothing funny about that. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Do you have any more questions? Maybe.
Probably not. I think that's all I can think of right now. Unless you guys want to like stay here for another 10 minutes while I think.
Another 10 minutes.
I'm kidding. I don't want to do that.
We're almost at the 47-minute mark.
Let's make it a 50-minute special.
15-minute special. The first
50?
collab. Oh, this could be like our very own podcast kind of thing.
Sure. We could.
What do we call it?
Good question.
We'll think of it later.
We'll brainstorm some ideas later, because
we're gonna be here for like the next 10 minutes in complete silence while you guys are like, man, when the fuck are they gonna think of a name?
Yeah, it's a really long process. You gotta like stare at the wall for a bit. Exactly.
It's hard to think of a name for a podcast.
I didn't even come up with my own YouTube channel name. Come on, strawbatteries? That was you.
I labeled a cemetery girl.
Yeah, for that I just took it off from a song.
That's fair.
ICP, if someone out there is listening, hire me. I can do I don't know, just some job.
Yes, hire her.
I'm joking.
Alright, I think this is a good way to end the podcast episode. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be called yet.
Questions or concerns?
This was pretty fun. I hope people enjoy this because it was fun doing this. It's something new. And
it is.
I don't know. It's pretty fun.
Alright then. Thank you for having me over.
Well, you're going to be a reoccurring guest.
Oh yeah, huh? Okay. Yeah.
Or
see you
you're going
guys
to be part of the channel. Just in general.
We'll see you guys